Hey guys, today we are going to go back to some arcade mode. So if y'all probably paid attention, I play a lot of realistic battles lately in War Thunder, and well, quite frankly, I'm down at about 4,000 silver lines, so yeah, I'm kind of broke and don't have really the money to go buy golden eagles and turn those into silver lines. I don't have the money to pay for a premium account right now, so I'm not going to fool with that. I'm going to go and just play some arcade mode. It's a lot easier to get points, and well, not points, coin and stuff like that as far as silver lines, but it's also just a lot more laid-back experience because unfortunately, mid-tier America, not the most fun. Once you get up more high-tier America, it's fun. When you go back to low-tier America, it's really fun. Mid-tier America sucks because mid-tier Germany is kind of overpowered. So that's an unfortunate thing because until you get stuff that can start piercing the front of a panther or the king tigers, crap like that, you really don't have that amount of give and take that you have with a bunch of stuff beforehand. So it's kind of that unfortunate deal. If you really do enjoy the game, and I really do enjoy the game, and I really do think it's a fun game. I just feel like there are things about it that take the fun out of it that I used to have when I was playing arcade mode, just running around, fighting, not taking so much time to try and think tactically about, oh, do I need to bring a plane to this match so I can give air support, or do I need to do this? I can just roll up in there, do what I need to do when I want to, and, well, quite frankly, just enjoy that. So, definitely something fun. Now, I am sorry that it's taken me a while to get any content out on this channel. I'm sorry I haven't put out another video on the Protopian Hardware channel. Probably going to shoot one of those later today or maybe tomorrow evening. I was working all week doing another job, so I really could not. I was coming home so late that, just to keep everything else that was around, everything going, I couldn't really take time to shoot a live video. And also, I am sorry about if you have gone and watched Protopian Hardware. Actually, I just thought about it. I haven't said anything about Protopian Hardware on this channel because I actually started it in between videos. So, I'm actually really kind of sad that I just realized that. So, anyway, guys, I started a second channel called Protopian Hardware. It's going to be more, if y'all watch somebody like Bitwit, Linus Tech Tips, Paul's Hardware, it's going to be more like that as far as it's just going to be software. It's going to be mostly like hardware, PC, stuff like that. And it's just something I really want to have for, talking about PC parts and things like that, because I really do enjoy building PCs, and that's something I want to do to help y'all get into it, help y'all learn, and just kind of give you some of the guidance that I didn't have and wasn't able to have when I started building computers and actually built my first rig. So that's going to be a new channel. It's going to kind of run a little bit catty corner with this one because we might do some crossover videos. We're going to take this that we made on this channel and play some games on it on this channel or something like that. But anyway, we are going to try and, have some fun and do some more stuff with that channel. But I'm really glad to be bringing a new channel on. I know it's kind of weird to have two channels in this day and age where, people just kind of really usually stick to one channel. Back early YouTube, people had more than one channel, but really you kind of see more people sticking to less and less channels. But I am going to do a two-channel thing because I really do enjoy hardware, but I didn't figure it fit well on this channel. So I'm just really glad to give you that. I'm going to leave a link down in the description. Right now, we have one video, and it is not good. It's not like the quality that I've started getting on these videos, It's going to be 1080p, 30 FPS, and I've really got to work on my lighting. So if you have any tips or tricks about that could help me. Oh yeah, look at this drift. Okay, that was a pretty cool drift, and you can't even deny it. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So my lighting I'm going to have to work on, and I do know that, so I do apologize for some crappy stuff. And I am, unfortunately, right now my own camera guy, so I don't have the luxury of being, having a guy say, okay, we need to tilt the system more. It might take me 3 or 4 takes, and sometimes you just kind of get to a point where it's good enough there, or it's going to have to be good enough because we don't have enough time to shoot another 4 times. So I really am glad to be bringing y'all that new channel. And if you have any like hardware or something that y'all want me to look at, I can review some stuff. You know, I'm not exactly rich or anything, so I don't have the money to go buy hardware all the time. And I'm not, of course, being a just starting out channel, I'm not going to have any sponsors or anything that can, you know, go and just be like, oh yeah, here's this absurd piece of hardware. So I do want y'all to know that that is going to be a new channel. I'm going to try and keep it like, that's going to be probably slower video uploads than this channel, because this channel I've learned how to do it, and I just honestly I feel like I've gotten pretty good at here's what I'm going to do, here's how I'm going to do it, here's when I'm going to do it, and I'm done. It's just, you know, you get used to it and you have to relearn a bunch of stuff when you go from digital video to real life video and footage. So I'm going to have to get used to that, and I do apologize if you do see a slowdown in this channel stuff. But I do want y'all to know that, you know, this is something that I really do enjoy, and I'm very glad to be telling y'all that it's here now. So anyway, let's get back to this. So as you've seen, I died twice. One time I got killed by the Tapo, which is, it's a pretty powerful tank. And this is kind of why I love playing in this. Now, this is also why I hate the freaking auto. I get their intentions, but I do hate the auto aim. I really kind of like, that's even one of the reasons I did cut out of arcade mode, was because I got so frustrated with it. But this is something that is very fun, because I actually pulled out the Jumbo. And if y'all haven't played America with the Jumbo is basically the Panther type equivalent for America. It's not nearly as powerful as the Panther, because it only, I think, yeah, the biggest gun you can get on is the 76, which is a fairly powerful gun, just not anything compared to the high velocity 75. I don't know, I'm pretty sure the high velocity 75 has like 35 more millimeters of pin, but it's basically a lower tier Panther. And, you know, you might say, well, that's kind of a weird thing to say, or a weird way to describe it. Not really. I mean, it just has so much. It has a front heavy plate, and honestly, the 75, if used correctly for crap like that, I mean, light skin targets, I would rather have a 75mm over a 76mm, or any of the other guns I've found so far, like the 50mm on the Panzer IIIs. They're supposed to be, and they are extremely powerful, but they're just not anything compared to the 75 on shrapnel and just sheer. I'm gonna send a round into a tank, and if I break into that tank, I'm gonna go wreak havoc. So even if the 75 isn't good for penetration, but the post-penetration effect on that gun is extremely good. And, well, I mean, you've seen it. You can get a little tap on a tank and do, but it's definitely one of those that's unfortunate that you have to face, you know, Tigers and Panthers instead of Panzer IVs and Panzer IIIs, because that's kind of where you get into that. Are we going for true historical accuracy, or are we just going for balance in a game? So that's where it gets into. Now, here's what I love. Look at how much damage I did. I mean, I just sprayed. Now, of course, it takes me a minute to kill the guy because, well, frankly, I've kind of damaged everybody else. I don't know who else I can take out. But it took one shot to completely disable him. And then it took me a couple shots to finally, you know, get the frag. But I'm not too worried about that in the end, because it's like, okay, even if I didn't succeed in getting a kill, or I didn't succeed in doing these things, like that one. Again, that 75 is so underrated because people don't realize how much power that thing has. You almost messed up there and turned away from that guy, but I didn't. So I do want to tell y'all the 75 is really fun if you do go back and y'all are, you know, people always talking about, oh, well, the 75mm on the Sherman sucks and it can't kill anything. When it's up against even Tigers, you can kill them pretty well and do pretty good damage. It's just the Panthers and the Tiger 2s that will stop it. So I was actually holding up in this spot because I really did want to get into a plane because, well, I play tank RB a lot, so I'm used to being able to go jump in a fighter or something and just get up on top of the map and basically be like a, I don't know, overview guy. So I saw C was getting taken, and here's the weird part. We were holding both points for such a long time, but we only got that much ticket drain. Now, of course, I was kind of bloodthirsty after 2 bad kills and stuff like that. But my brain was thinking, okay, yeah, let's go slip in here, because, okay, the flanks on a jumbo are not strong. They are about as strong as a normal Sherman, and if y'all played a normal Sherman, y'all know what that means. It ain't strong. Now, I did decide to hunker down here and try and get into a bomber. That was a 2-lane thing. I wanted to see if I could get some kills with the bomber, but also I knew if I got in the bomber, it would mark all the places. I thought I saw a plane spawn with us. So I did my little preliminary check. But I will tell y'all, this is a really good trick if y'all do get up in a plane, so it'll give you all the red markers of all the tanks. So you can be like, okay, I know I have a bunch of tanks around. I think that's A. Yeah, that's A. So I can attempt to bomb this heavy tank, just drop 1 on him. I think I attempted to drop 2 on the Hellcats. So I attempted to drop 2 there, pull back up, somehow survive that, and go check. I see an M18, and C, and so of course I'm going to attempt to shoot at him. I actually did get 1 kill, so that was good. But now I know that there are 2 tanks. I know where they are. I know where they're set up. So I know what type of tank they are. I know where they are. So I know what I'm going into as a jumbo with a 75mm that's okay on penetration, good on armor, okay on maneuverability. We unfortunately face some of the amazing War Thunder ping, which is always fun. But as you see, we kind of start moving up, and this is where I find it funny, because, well, the jumbo is supposed to be very big and burly, but he's just breaking through this crap like nothing. I mean, it's like running through it like a middle linebacker. And lower its head and go on through, which is kind of why I like playing light tanks. Like with the M18, sometimes you'll hit something and you'll kind of bounce off or break a track, and it's aggravating. So, as you can see, we're making pretty good time. I think we're almost 40 kilometers per hour, which is actually pretty fast for such a large tank. But we finally get up here and get to the point where, we're getting close to the actual point. And so I'm kind of thinking, okay, let's go in, get a couple shots off, maybe take out those 2 tanks, because I don't know if the M18 or one of them's dead. But I do see a guy up top with me, and then I get hit from the back, but it does no damage. So I'm confused. So I see an Ostwind, so I thought that was him. Then I see a M24. Well, an M24 has a 75mm gun. He should be able to kill me. Then I got my first hit, which is, I mean, you saw that. I clipped the top of his tank and am able to just like run over him afterwards. And that's why I love the 75mm. I mean, it's like, okay, you want to mess with me? There, I'm done. And as you can see, the Ostwind's kind of trying to get brave. He can't decide if he wants to get brave or he wants to run away. So I decide, you know what, that M24 is dead. I don't think I killed M24. I don't really remember, to be quite fair. And then I see the Ostwind finally get brave. So fortunately, I have a little clag there, and I miss my shot. But the Ostwind's running away, and we don't have much time, frankly. And if we let them keep any advantage on us, we're screwed. So I see a couple more guys pulling into the point, and they start capturing it before I get there. So I'm pretty confident that there's no other tanks in the area. So I kind of stop worrying about checking corners. I'm just rolling into the town because, well, I was kind of hoping that maybe if there was a tank, he'd be close to the center and I could get up behind him and pull some of that 75mm magic. But we get in, we start helping them take the point. So we've got 3 tanks on this point. Definitely not bad as far as just pure amount of ammo. to kill anything that comes near. I mean, I guess that's the best way to put it. We do a little awkward spin, and then a weird Tokyo drift. Like, honestly, this tank is drifting way too much. But anyway, so we get in, and, well, quite honestly, this is where the bloodbath started. Not for me, just for the team in general. I mean, it's like we just kind of pinned them to their side of the map. And that's what I kind of hate about this map in general, is if you don't have a good... And that annoys me. How the crap you gonna tell me 75mm won't in the front of a tank? Actually, the front of an AA gun, not even a tank. So that's where we all kind of storm the darn spawn. That's what I hate about this map, is that if you can take over the city, it's just a bloodbath in open water. Especially for stuff like the M18 with a good gun, or any of the 76mm Shermans. You're going to be able to take out a lot of stuff. Any of the Russian vehicles, you're going to be able to take out a lot of stuff. But anyway, guys, this has just been a kind of a fun goof around video. It was also one so I could tell you all about Protopian hardware. Go check it out. There'll be a link in the description. Guys, this has been super fun. And I'm really trying to get some new content on the channel. So leave me any ideas that you have. And just have a great day, guys. And I love you.